So guys, take a look at this picture right here I just took. Some might say, oh, you're very photogenic, or you just take nice pictures, but it's actually very strategic. In fact, I'm gonna tell you in this video 5 tips that you can start doing right now so that you can start taking better pictures just like that. And I've been using these tips for years. I use it for my clients. And overall, if you want to be in the top 10% when it comes to overall presenting yourself, when it comes to your Instagram, your online dating profiles, you definitely need these tips, all right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, the very first tip is that you have to understand good lighting. Lighting can make or break a picture, and it really can make your picture stand out or make it just overall horrible. And here's my biggest tip in order to find good lighting. You're gonna do the hand trick. The hand trick is a way to see which position the sun is oriented. So right here, the sun is facing towards me. That's why I look bright. That's why I just look presentable, right? But some of you guys will take the picture and the sun will be sort of behind you like this, right? It doesn't look the same. Let's switch that around. So in order to do the hand trick, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna hold your palm up and just overall turn it. And then you're gonna see, based on the sun's orientation, which side is the most lit up and has the most even lighting. So right here, I can tell that my hand's the most even lighting because the sun is right there. However, when I turn it, it's casting a shadow on the left side. So we don't want to take the picture from over here. Turn it back, you can't see it, but my hand is completely dark. Over here, it's a little bit even, but it's not as even as right here. So anytime I'm out on photo shoots, anytime I'm about to take a picture of myself, I always do the hand test just to check which way should I be facing. Ideally, you always want to be facing towards the sun. The sun lights us, and this is mostly for outside pictures, of course. And then also if you're inside, you can use natural lighting like a window facing directly towards you. Point is, use the hand trick to find the best lighting, and that's immediately gonna make all your pictures stand out and look a lot better. Now, another tip about lighting is that you wanna make sure you're in even lighting. So as you see right here, the sun is kinda on my face, and for that reason, it's gonna cast shadows underneath your eyes. Overall, it's not really a good look. It's good for physique pictures, but if you're taking portraits, you wanna avoid just direct, harsh sunlight. So instead, what I would do is I would kinda look around, see if there's any shadows being cast, and I'll go to an area where there's no shadows being cast. So right here will be a better spot, right? Also, weather plays a part into this too. So if it's cloudy or overcast, that's gonna be more ideal than like a really harsh sunny day. Even if it's harsh and sunny, you can still find even lighting. You just gotta go within the shadows. Now, another thing, and this has to do with your facial positioning, because not only lighting is important, but also how you just look through the camera. And a big thing you need to do is actually lower your face and lower your eyes. A lot of guys take pictures with their chin ups like this, right? It's a masculine thing to do, right? You think you look cool, you know, chin up, but no. A lot of models, and this is something I stole from models, is that you wanna bring your chin more down, have your eyes more leveled, looking right at the camera, and then from there, kind of jut out your jaw a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, and that's gonna give you a more defined face, alongside with having the right angle of your face to where your eyes look more hooded, and just overall your facial features look more symmetrical, and you just overall, you just look more attractive, right? Tell me which one looks better. Me doing this right here for a picture, or something like this with my chin more down. So be sure to keep that in mind. Let's move on. Now, like I said in the intro, these tips are really gonna help you stand out in terms of your digital presentation, whether it be Instagram, dating apps, and especially while you're doing photo shoots. Now, this goes right in tandem with my free photo shoot framework guide, which I'll post a link down below. This is a free ebook that's gonna teach you exactly how to combine these tips I'm telling you right now, alongside with finding a photographer, alongside with other photo shoot aspects. So be sure to download the ebook right now. I'll leave a link down below in the description. Now, here's my next tip, and this is more about the photographer or the person taking the camera, or maybe if you're using a tripod, you wanna do this tip too, and that is you need to have the camera at your eye level. Think about it. Whenever we look in a mirror, we're looking at ourselves directly from an eye level perspective. However, some of you guys are taking pictures and the camera is down here, right? So it doesn't look that good. So whoever's taking the picture for you, tell them, raise the camera up to my eye level. The only exception is if it's a full body picture. If it's a full body picture, then for that reason, you're gonna have to go a little bit lower. But if you're doing portraits, anything from the knee up or even the waist up, make sure you hold the camera at eye level. That way you get the real perspective of how your face actually looks. Remember, we're using a camera. The camera and the lens has a lot of lens distortion. It can make you look like not really yourself. So we need to implement these things so that not only we look like our most attractive self, but we actually just look like ourselves, right? So eye level, and that will make a big difference. Now, another overlooked tip is actually using the right lens when it comes to appearing more attractive. Within wide angle lenses, there's something called lens distortion, which means that it's gonna throw off your facial proportions. It's really not gonna make you look exactly how you look in real life. And this is gonna be more so with cameras that actually have lenses that you attach to them. And it's gonna be mostly with lenses 50 millimeters and lower, right? So what you wanna do instead is get a higher focal length lens. So that's gonna be at least a 50 millimeter, or in my case, 85 millimeter tends to look the best, or you can even go up to a 135 millimeter. Now, some of you guys are like, what does this even mean? I don't even know about lenses. That's fine, that's fine. You can either tell your photographer this, or second, if you're using your iPhone or whatever cell phone you have, instead of taking pictures at the default wide angle that comes standard, what you wanna do is zoom in just a little bit. So for iPhone, I found that like 1.5 or 1.6x tends to get rid of the lens distortion and you tend to look more like your normal self. But if you do have a camera with lenses attached, like I said, 50 millimeter, 85, or even 135 will make you look really just more full. Your facial features will fill more out. You'll look more like yourself and you won't have your body proportions or facial proportions thrown off like you would in a wider angle lens. So be sure to try that one out. All right, guys, those are the tips to look better in photos immediately. Like I said, be sure to download the free photo shoot framework guide. I'll leave a link down below. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.